welcome you in today's class on subject structure analysis under the topic of strain energy of deformable system. So, in this session we will learn the basic steps for calculating the deflection in a structural member with the help of strain energy method. So, first of all we should know what is strain energy of a deformable system. Suppose a system is restrained at 2 points. There may at 2 points. Okay. There may be additional restraint also, okay, like this additional restraint can be there. Suppose this system is subjected to different loads P1, P2, P3, P4, okay, और भी हो सकते हैं, moment, couple, any type of load system, and with the help of this load, if this system is going to deform by this dotted line, okay, by this dotted line, deformed shape, okay. And within the elastic limit, if these forces are acting within the elastic limit, then what will happen? After removing all the load, this system will revert back to its original position, okay. Let us consider this a small element of length dx, okay, and apply this type of force. If we plot the diagram, between delta and force, then we will get the curve like this, okay. That curve may be linear, that can have any shape. For example, here we have taken this curved shape, okay. So, for small change of delta I, okay, for small change of this one, we need the force. How much is the required force? The force is required to this, to change for this deformation, we need this much value of force, okay. So, here what we are doing? We are doing some work. What type of work we are doing? We are doing work, and that work is external work, and this value will be W external will be integration of del W external, okay, del W external, and what will be the value of del W external? It is del P, okay. This one is del Pi, okay. This one is del Pi, okay, and this one is del delta I, okay. So, the work done will be this one, okay. And look here, what is this? This one area. This is the area of this strip. This is the area of the strip. Okay. Suppose total deformation, we applied the total deformation at here, okay, here. Then what will be the work done? Work done will be this entire covered area. Okay. So, area under the plot of T versus delta. So, this one is the external work done which is being applied. Okay. since the body is within the elastic limit, forces are being applied within the elastic limit, and therefore, after removing these loads, body system revert back to its original position. What it mean? It means that body is now the body is doing the work. It means that body is now doing the work to regain its previous position, to regain its previous position. Okay. So, based on the type of the internal forces are what? Stresses and strain, stresses and strain. So, in case of axial loading, stress is equal to modulus of elasticity multiplied by strain, okay, and strain is deformation delta divided by its original length, and sigma is P by A. So, del is equal to P L upon A E, in case of axial loading. So, for small element, for dx, L is replaced by dx, okay, dx. So, entire displacement for in case of axial loading, it will be calculated by integrating this value, by this equation. Okay. In case of bending, in case of flexural type of loading, what will be the work done? Work done will be what will be the, in case of flexural loading, which type of deformation will be there? Deformation will be theta, slope, deformation will be slope. It is given by dy by dx, it will be given by dy by dx, okay. And we know that we know the bending equation, d2y by dx 2 is equal to m square upon it is m upon EI, okay. So, integrating with respect to dx, we have dy by dx. So, and this is the theta, So, by integrating we can calculate the value of displacement, So, within the elastic limit, displacement calculated for internal and for external both will be same. So, this gives the conservation of energy, external work will be done, internal work will be done, and both will be equal to same. Internal work done is termed as strain energy, that is stored within the material, okay. And internal work done, external work done in case of linear diagram. If this diagram is in spite of this curve, if I have this type of linear curve, then what will be the value of the external work done? If this is delta, if this is P, okay, this is P. So, the area of this will be how much? Half P into delta. So, this is the value of the external work done. Half P into delta for axial type of loading, right. For flexure type of loading, in place of P, what we will use? We will use bending moment M, and in place of delta, what we will use? We will use theta. So, the value of external work done will be half into m into d theta. Okay. So, by equating these two, we can get the value of displacement in the structure. So, this is the basic concept. Okay. Okay. Let us apply this concept in solving this question. In solving this question, what is given here? A beam is given. Beam is given. We have to find the load. We have to find the deflection under 60 kilonewton load. Okay, under 60 kilonewton load. Okay, this beam has been supported here. Okay, has been supported here. Actually, roller supported. You can take it at roller support. So, RA, RA, RB, RB. Okay, RB. What will be the RA and RB? Because it is symmetrical. So, it is 30 kilonewton and it is 30 kilonewton. Okay, 30 kilonewton. Okay, 30 kilonewton. So, deflection at this point. Suppose this point is C. This point is C. So, we need to find the strain energy. We need to find the strain energy. Okay. We need to find the we need to calculate both type of work done. Both type of work done. So, external work done. External work done. External work done will be what? External work done at C. At C. External work done at C will be what? Force into, okay, force into force half into P into delta, as I have told you, means 60 into delta, you can write it as delta C, means it is how is 30 delta C. Okay. Why it is half into P into C? Because there is linear variation. Okay. In terms of delta and P, it is linear variation, and this area is covered area is half P into delta C, as I have told previously. Internal work done. Internal work done. Internal work done. This is integration of internal work done. We call it as strain energy U. Integration of how much? M square upon E I into dx. Okay. Okay. Here internal work done. Okay. Okay. That expression has to drive actually. That expression has to drive. What will be the, okay, from where it comes? Okay, from where it comes. So, how it can be? Okay, that can be derived here. Okay, take external work done done is this half into m into d theta. Put the value of theta here. Put the value of theta. Put the value of theta. Then you will get here you will get half into m integration of m by E I into dx. So, finally, what you will get? Integration of m square upon 2 E I into dx. Okay. So, this is the strain energy in case of flexure. This is the strain energy in case of flexure. Okay. This is the strain energy in case of flexure, and it is internal work done. So, here we will use this expression. So, it is 2 E I internal work done, okay, as strain energy. As strain energy, U means strain energy, strain energy, strain energy. So, M, let us take this segment. So, here strain energy U is equal to U, suppose this point is B, U B C plus U C, this point is suppose A, so U C A. Okay. for BC, for segment BC, let us consider this section. Let us consider this section. At this section, what will be the value of mx? So, for segment BC, value of mx, it is 30 into x, taking anti-clockwise as positive. Okay. So, this is value of mx for segment BC, and similarly for segment AC, let us consider this section. So, what will be the value of mx for this segment? It is again 30x. Okay. And this is clockwise direction. So, if we have taken positive for segment BC, then it will be negative. Okay. Let check it out. It is anti-clockwise, rotating anti-clockwise, this is clockwise. So, this is for segment BC, it is plus and negative. And what is the limit of x for this segment? What will be the value of x? X will be 0 to 4. It will be 0 to 4, and in this case x ranges from 0 to 4 also. Okay, 0 to 4. So, u BC is equal to integration of 0 to 4 EI 1 upon EI for segment BC. BC is 2 EI and m is 30 x. So, it is 900 x square dx plus, okay, plus for segment CA. Limit is 0 to 4, and the value is minus 30 x. So, it is same 900 x square divided by EI only. Okay. EI, okay, for this part EI. So, it is actually half, means 3 by 2. It is 3 by 2 integration of 0 to 4 900 upon EI into x square, 900 x square upon EI into dx. Okay. So, integrate it. So, integrate 3 by 2, take outside EI and 900, and this is x cube by 3. So, limit is 0 to 4, and that comes to be 14400 divided by EI. So, this is the value of strain energy. Okay. Strain energy or internal work done. Put this value here, external work done. Equate it by 30 delta C, and calculate the value of delta C. So, by equating these two, we can have the value of delta C as 480 upon EI. So, this is the strain energy method. What are the steps? Steps are: number 1, calculate external work done. In external work done, half into load multiplied by deformation. In case of axial, it is P and deformation is delta C. In case of flexure, okay, bending, it is M and deformation as slope. And internal work done, strain energy, use this formula for flexure. Okay. You may choose different segment if the cross sectional area changes, if the property of the structure is changes. find out the strain energy, total strain energy, and then equate these two to get the value of delta C. So, this is the basic step in calculating the deformation. Okay. Let us do one more question. Here we have a frame and a point load is acting at point C. Okay. We need to find vertical deflection. We need to find the deflection, means vertical deflection, we need to find the vertical deflection. Step will be same as I told you in previous slide. So, external work done, first one is external work done under the load, external work done at point C. What will be the value of external work done? It is load, it is half into load, load is 1, say deformation as delta C. So, it is 0.5 delta C. This is the value of the external work done. Internal work done, we know that at points at same internal work done, not at same point, total strain energy, and we know that it is strain energy. Okay. External work done, because the load, we are applying the load. Okay. We are calculating the deflection, we are calculating the deformation at this point. So, external work done at this point, and we need to find internal work done in entire system, not at point C. So, it is m square upon not m square 2 E I into dx. Okay. And it will be u B C plus u A B. Since the property of the structure is changing, L I and 2 I, okay, and this is the horizontal, this is the vertical. So, we have to break this. Okay. So, let us consider section as x. So, what will be the bending moment for segment BC? For segment BC, value of mx, what is 1 into x, okay, clockwise. If we are taking clockwise as minus, then it is minus x. And for AB, what will be the value of mx? Okay. Let us consider this section x. So, the value of bending moment at this point, it will be how much? 1 into this perpendicular distance, it is free from x, okay, and it is 1 into perpendicular distance is 3 always, okay, and it is also clockwise. So, take it as minus. So, it is minus 3. Okay. This is mx is equal to minus 3 always for at point B to A, okay, and limit is x value for segment BC. For segment BC, it is from 0 to 3. It is from 0 to 3, and here for AB, x value is limit 0 to 4. So, these are the value of mx and limits. Okay. Let us calculate the value of u. So, it is integration first of all for BC, integration 1 upon E I, okay, m square means x square, okay, into dx, limit is 0 to 3, plus integration 1 upon 2 E I, okay, 2, okay, and x square, this one m square minus 3. So, it will be 9, into dx, okay, bending moment is 9. So, calculate the value of E, 1 upon E I into x cube by 3, limit 0 to 3 plus 9 upon 2 e I x limit 0 to limit will be what 0 to 4 and calculate this, and you this will be 13.5 by E I. It is 13.5 by E I. It is 13.5 by E I. Okay. What is next step? Next step, equate this internal work done by external work done. Equate these two. Equate these two. So, it is 13.5 by E I is equal to 0.5 delta C. 0.5 delta C. So, what will be the value of delta C? Value of delta C will be 27 by E I. 27 by E I. So, this is the value of vertical deflection at point C. Okay. These two both question were taken from this one book, Theory of Structure by Dr. B.C. Punemia. It is advisable to solve few more questions based on the same principle. So, this question was taken by this one book, okay, Structural Analysis Bhavakati, okay, this one. So, it is advisable to solve few more questions. Okay. Steps are very simple. Find out the external work done. External work done will be always half of load multiplied by deformation, okay. And internal work done as I told you, it is a strain energy, and strain energy in case of axial loading, in case of flexural loading, it is integration of m square upon 2 e I into dx. Put the value, put the limits, and take the correct section, choose the correct section and find the bending moment, okay, and equate these two, okay, and equate these two, then you will get the value of deformation. Okay. So, in the next class, we will study theorems of Castigliano's, theorem number 1 and theorem number 2. Actually, Castigliano's theorem makes easiness in calculating the deflection. For example, suppose we need to find the horizontal displacement at this point C, okay, at this point C, then what we will do? There is no any force, acting here. So, we are calculating delta C H, then what we will do? So, Castigliano's theorem first Castigliano's theorem has been proposed to take this type of questions, this type of deflection. Okay. So, thank you very much for listening. Let us see you in next class. Thank you very much.